Week one, as we go in chronological order, our Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club, CrescentCitySports.com, and Friday Night Football Prep Player of the Week for week number one is quarterback Chris Penton of Lakeshore High School. A senior, Penton completed 19 of 23 passes for 362 yards and a school record 7 touchdowns as the Titans down Fontainebleau 49-10 in a game dedicated to Greg Battistella, my close friend for many years, a Lakeshore assistant football coach and head baseball coach who had recently suffered a stroke. Penton is coached by Craig Jones. Craig, take a bow. Tremendous job this year. Want to recognize Chris's family members that are here. Please take a bow as well. And we'd like to thank Ms. Linda Slayton and Dockside Lineman Incorporated for sponsoring the award. From Lakeshore High School, Chris Penton. Chris?
Being here, supporting me all through it. Thank Coach Jones for pushing me and motivating me. Go Titans.
12 seconds. Okay. Our player of the week for week number 2 from Warren Easton High School, Lance Lejean. Lance had his second consecutive big game to start the regular season, accounting for 418 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Eagles blanked Brother Martin 29-0. He completed 14 of 20 passes for 365 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he rushed 7 times for 53 yards. Lance is coached by Jerry Phillips. Jerry, take a bow. And we'd like to recognize Lance's family members that are here as well. Please be recognized. And we'd like to recognize former members of Tulane's undefeated football team in 1998. Please take a bow. And we'd like to recognize our former state champion in football and basketball, Edna Carr. Please take a bow. You can sit on that, Jerry. Our winner for week 2, quarterback Lance Lejean, Warren Easton. Lance?
We didn't end our season like we wanted to, but the coaches prepared us well that week. We just came up short. I'll never forget it. I just want to tell everybody we'll be back.
He's a junior. He can say we'll be back. Right? You bet. It's really good news, right, Bryce? Yeah, I thought you'd like that. Our Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club, sponsored by the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, incidentally, which I'll talk about shortly, and CrescentCitySports.com for Friday Night Football Player of the Week for week 3 from De La Salle High School, Julian Gums. A senior in Nichols commit, Gums rushed 26 times for 182 yards and a touchdown, and he completed a pass for 5 yards and a touchdown, and the top-ranked and unbeaten Cavaliers and a defending Class 4A state champion Carr its first loss in 17 games, 28-26 at Ted Gormley Stadium. Sorry, Bryce. This award sponsored by Kevin Keitel, Esquire, attorney at law. By the way, Lance Lejean, sponsored by the South Louisiana Football Officials Association. We appreciate everyone's financial support to make this possible today. From De La Salle High School, our player of the week for week 3 is Julian Gums. Julian.
First and foremost, for the O-line, they did a great job this year. We're going to be up here if it wasn't for them. Coach CJ, the development has a better running back. We have a couple of years up there.
Julian is coached by Ryan Manali. Ryan, take a bow. And we'd like to recognize his family members as well, if you would, take a bow. Our player of the week for week number 4, Anthony Puga Williams of Hahnville. A senior in Kansas commit, Williams rushed 26 times for 226 yards and 2 touchdowns, caught a pass for 45 years in a 20-13 win over arch rival Destrehan, the first win in 4 years for the Tigers over the Wildcats. Williams is coached by Nick Saltamaggio. Nick, take a bow. I'd like to recognize Anthony's family members here today as well. Award sponsored by our friend Harry Henderson III, attorney at law. Our player of the week for week 4 is Anthony Puka Williams of Huntville High School. Anthony?
First thing first, I like to thank God for blessing me with all the talents He blessed me with. I mean, especially with my quarterback too. I mean, the team we had, we went out in a championship game. That's not how we wanted to go. We wanted to go out with the win, but I mean, I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for my O-line. Like he said. Yeah, God bless.
These offensive linemen, we don't have any up here, right? So, great job, guys. All right, Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club, sponsored by the Arnell Carriers New Orleans Bowl, CrescentCitySports.com, and Friday Night Football Prep Player of the Week for Week 5. Running back Landon Bates of Holy Cross. A senior, Bates rushed 26 times for 219 yards and a touchdown as Holy Cross downed our rival Jesuit 31-17 in the Great American Rivalry Series contest at Tan Gormley Stadium. Bates is coached by Eric Roboto. Eric, are you here? Take a bow. And we'd like to recognize and his family members here today as well. Please be recognized. Sponsored by Mike Benj and Delacroix Corporation, our player of the week for week 5 is Landon Bates of Holy Cross. Landon?
I just want to thank God for me ability to play this game. I want to thank the coaches, my family for giving me the support I needed. Even with the season we had, he kept fighting for us. So thank you.
We're still waiting for that novel from one of them. We'll see what happens here. Our player of the week for week number 6 from Slidell High School is Tito Simmons. A junior, running back, and wide receiver, and whatever else Larry asked him to do. Simmons rushed 15 times for 162 yards and a touchdown. He caught 3 passes for 102 yards, and Slidell defeated Ponchatoula 28-14. Simmons is coached by Larry Favre. Larry? And we'd like to recognize any family members that are here today, if any are here. Please be recognized. Sponsored by WSLA 1560 AM, our player of the week for week 6, Tito Simmons of Slidell. Tito?
I just want to thank God for giving me the strength and talent to make this here. I want to thank the coaches for following up the players. I just want to thank my family.
About 1% body fat. Ready to go, Tito. Our player of the week for week number 7 from St. Thomas Aquinas High School is Cade Blakely. A senior, Blakely completed 27 of 42 passes for 296 yards and 2 touchdowns. He rushed 12 times for 89 yards and 4 more touchdowns as St. Thomas Aquinas down North Lake Christian 52-31 in a District 10 2A contest. Blakely is coached by Hutch Gonzalez. Hutch, take a bow. And we'd like to recognize Cade's family members as well. Sponsored by Kevin Macaluso and Dorsey Wealth Management. Our player of the week for week 7 is Cade Blakely of St. Thomas Aquinas. Cade?
Like I said, I'd like to thank God for just giving me the abilities and talents and everything to do. And my family and Coach Hutch for coming in and leading us this year. And I know they're not here, but thank my teammates because without them, I wouldn't be up here. So thank you.
Our Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club, sponsored by the Arnell Carriers New Orleans Bowl, CrescentCitySports.com, Friday Night Football Prep Player of the Week for week number 8. From Covington High School is Devin Brumfield. A senior, Brumfield rushed 36 times for 262 yards and a touchdown as Covington rallied past North Shore 28-23 to remain unbeaten in District 6-5A. Brumfield has his college commitment secured already in the state next door, and he'll do a great job. Brumfield is coached by Greg Salter. Greg, please be acknowledged. And we'd like to Also congratulate and recognize Devin's family members here today as well. Sponsored by Ed Daniels, our good and great friend. Our player of the week for week 8 is Devin Brumfield of Covington.
I just want to thank my own family for the support. Coach, I'm probably his biggest fan over there. But I want to thank my team back home for putting me in a position to win this award and go line.
Our player of the week for week number 9 from Isidore Newman School is quarterback Martin Butcher. A junior, Butcher completed 26 of 40 passes for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he rushed for a 5th score as the Greenies remained unbeaten with a 42-7 victory over Assumption. That took, I don't know, maybe a week to play. Is that right, Nelson? Something like that. A couple of days, actually. Strange circumstance. They played it in 2 days. They got it done. They won the game, and Martin excelled. Butcher is coached by the aforementioned Nelson Stewart. I'd like to recognize Martin's family members here today as well. Presented by M.H. Phillips, Esquire, attorney at law. Our player of the week for week number 9 is Martin Butcher of the Newman Greenies. Martin?
First off, I'd like to thank the New Orleans Quarterback Club for having me here. I'd like to thank my family for supporting me. I'd like to thank Coach Stu and the whole coaching staff for all my teammates and all those who possibly out there. Thank you.
Our player of the week for week number 10 from Endicott High School is quarterback Skylar Perry. A senior, Perry rushed 16 times for 107 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he completed 9 of 16 passes for 128 yards in a 40-6 victory over top-ranked Warren Easton at the time, to earn the top seed in the Class 4A state playoffs. Perry is coached by Bryce Brown. Bryce, take a bow. I'd like to recognize Skylar family members as well that are here today. Sponsored by Ed Daniels and myself, glad to do so. Our player of the week for week 10 is Skylar Perry of Carr High School.
I just want to say thank God. Thank you for my mama, all my coaches at 3200 Drive, and Cool Nation. Back to back, man.
Indeed. Way to go, Scott. Our Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club, player of the week for week 11, sponsored by the Arnell Carriers New Orleans Bowl. From St. Paul School is quarterback Jack Mashburn. That was the wide receiver 2 attempts. A junior, Mashburn completed 23 of 32 passes for 271 yards and a touchdown. He rushed 18 times for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. And St. Paul's rallied past Holy Cross, 27-23 in the opening round of the Division I state playoffs. I know you know he deserved it, right? Mashburn is coached by Ken Sears. And we want to recognize Ken. We want to recognize Jack's family members that are here today as well. Take a bow. Player of the week for week number 11, junior quarterback Jack Mashburn of St. Paul's. Jack?
I just want to thank my family, my coaches, my teammates, and quarterbacks club for presenting this award. Thank you.
And Jack's still growing. Our player of the week for week number 12, senior quarterback Jordan Loving of Riverside Academy. As senior, Loving completed 25 of 31 passes for 358 yards and 6 touchdowns as 5th seeded Riverside down 4th seed Dunham 62-42 in the Division III state quarterfinals. A lot of defense played in that game. Just kidding. Loving is coached by Chris Lashley. Chris, think about it. I'd like to recognize Jordan's family members that are here today as well. This award is sponsored by the South Louisiana Football Officials Association. Our previous award presented by Jason Cavagnac, Esquire, attorney at law, and the Cavagnac Sports Group. Our player of the week for week number 12 from Riverside is quarterback Jordan Loving. Jordan?
I'd like
like to thank the quarterback club for this award and having me here today. I'd also like to thank all the great people around me, great family, great teammates, and a great coach. Also offer congratulations to you guys on this award. Congrats, guys. Thank you.
I will digress very briefly. Jordan was in Baton Rouge last night playing a basketball game, shooting threes, as Riverside knocked off defending state champion Scotland at the buzzer by 2. And here he is today. I also want to say this, because Chris pointed this out, during the football season, he was practicing basketball as well while he was playing football. And he's probably the most under-recruited kid I've seen all year long in Louisiana. That's a personal statement of mine. Congratulations. Our player of the week for week number 13 from West St. John High School is Nico Roy. The junior running back, linebacker. Roy rushed 12 times for 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he had 11 tackles, including 1 for loss, and had the game-clinching interception. As the top seed West St. John down 8 seeded Jonesboro Hodge 26-6 in the Class 1A quarterfinals. Roy is coached by Brandon Walters. And there it is. I'd like to recognize Nico's family members here today as well. This award is sponsored by Anthony Tony Stoltz, CPA. Thanks to Tony. And our player of the week for week 13 from West St. John is Nico Roy. Nico?
First of all, I would like to thank the man above. I would like to thank my mom, my coaching staff, and Blue Town. Thank you.
Our R&L Parish New Orleans Bowl, Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation, Friday Night Football and Crescent City Sports Player of the Week for week 14 from Carr High School is Jameer Jackson. A senior defensive end, Jackson was a disruptive force as the top seed in defending state champion Cougars down 4th seeded Warren Easton 20-12 in the Class 4A semifinals at Berman Stadium. Jackson was in on 7 tackles, including 5 for loss and 3 sacks. Jackson is coached by Bryce Brown. Bryce? And we'd like to recognize Jameer's family members as well. Our player of the week for week number 14, Jameer Jackson of Carr High School. Jameer?
I just want to thank the man above, my family, my mom, let me get happy. Everybody pushing me past my limits. Shout out to the defense because it's not just me. They all know with me. Shout out to Ron 39, back to back.
And our final recipient for Player of the Week for week number 15 from West St. John High School is Kylan Dewey. Dewey rushed 29 times for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. As top seeder West St. John down 3rd seeded Kentwood 20-14 to win the Class 1A state championship. Dewey is coached by Brandon Walters. Brandon, once again. And we'd like to recognize Kylan's family members here today as well. This award is sponsored by the South Louisiana Football Officials Association. The previous award was presented by Tony Meyer. Our player of the week for week 15 from West St. John is Kylan Dewey. Kylan?
First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank my family for being with me through it all. And I want to thank my coaching staff for being hard on me. And yes, we will be making next state champs.